Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're doing an 8-4 Oath of the Gatewatch Battle for Zendikar draft. What is the pick? Probably Devour and Flames, strong removal, Zendikar Resurgent, fun card. I don't really like it all that much. I've won a couple games with it. I don't think it's that good though overall. It's okay. If the rest of your deck is like ramp spell creatures, maybe it's pretty good. There's also a Seed Guardian here. I think I still like Devour and Flames more. Because removal. And can't really hope to wheel a red card out of this pack, but also not passing red to anybody else that's worth anything, so seems good. Okay. Strongest card in this pack. I like Envoy. I like Lagak. I don't like Brute Strength enough to second pick it. Strongest card in this pack is probably Lagak. I think Lagak's probably slightly better than Envoy. Envoy's cheaper though. There's also Containment Membrane, which I think is less good than Envoy or Lagak, even though it's pretty good. And Thought Harvester, I don't know how much I like this card. I feel like it's pretty good, though. The ability is kind of irrelevant, but a 4-mana 2/4 flyer is not bad. I think I actually like Envoy more than Thought Harvester. So really, it's Envoy versus Lagak. Probably Lagak's better than Envoy. It's tough to say. Cliffhaven Vamp. Strong card. Stalking Drone. Relentless Hunter. If we're going to be in red-green, I mean, it's a powerful card to have in those two colors. Otherwise, it's like, if we want to make red-green work, there's really nothing else in here. Yeah, I guess we can take the Hunter. Cliffhaven Vamp is very good. We're so far away from it, though, I don't like it. Crawler's usually good. You really can't miss on that, but I think we're going to take the Hunter here. Okay, Mobilizer Eldrazi. You know, I've been meaning to try this card. I've played against it a couple times now, and it's pretty good. It's pretty impressive, but I like Reality Hemorrhage a lot. I like it more than most people do. I think it's an important card to have. I do kind of want to play the Immobilizer Eldrazi too, though, and try this card out. Stopping a lot of blockers can be really good. There's just some things red-green has a tough time with. I still think I'd rather be able to burn things, though. Hemorrhage is an important card. I think people think it's not very good, but I really have to disagree. I think it's really good. I think it's an important card. Mobilizer Eldrazi is good too, but wish I didn't have to make that choice. Okay, no good green. Shrieker's got to be the best card in here. I don't want to take a Tears for sideboard. I think we're going to take the Shrieker. I like it more than the Sweep Away. This card has just kind of impressed me a lot. All right. 6th pick Blinding Drone. That might be the sign. There's also a Lead by Example, which I think is good. But Blinding Drone's 6th pick is probably a sign. I mean, this card is very good. It screws us a little bit, but I think we're going to... Only because we've really not gone that direction yet. Let's sort by color. So we have one blue card now. 2 red cards, a black card. So there's Bushwhacker if we want to stick down the red path. We could take the Storm Chaser Mage. It's a good card. And that brings us more down the blue-red path. Or we could take the Shrieker and then completely ditch our... I don't like that. I mean, the 2 red cards we have, the 2 mono red cards we have are very good. There's also Containment Membrane, which is fine. I'm going to take the Mage. I think this card's powerful if we end up in those colors. All right, another blinding drone. It's just easy slam here. It's just good. Just a good card. Cultivator drone is also good. 2/3 is fine, but it also feeds your blinding drone plan, and there's nothing else in here anyway, so. All right, take another cultivator drone. Once again, reminder that Hedron element, or alignment rather, does have scry 1. Reusable scry, which is actually pretty good, but I'm still going to take a drone. I think we'll take the slip through space, I guess. Doesn't seem like something we need, though. Flaying Tendrils is pretty good, actually. None of our guys die from it. Maybe if we end up in black, I could want this Tendrils. Just doesn't seem like we'd want the slip through space. I guess it does work with the Surge deck, but... All right, now I'll take the Tears. I feel like Blinding Drone is always good if you're in blue, so it doesn't matter. We're going to let someone have Dazzling Reflection. We're not contesting white, so it seems fine. I mean, those later Blinding Drones, like I said, that's got to be the sign. So now we could still go blue-red. We can also go black-blue. Either way, we're blue, and we're likely not green. Okay, we can take Cyclone Sire. There's a Seer's Lantern and Unknown Shores, but Cyclone Sire is just very good because it flies and it gets value on top of that. So I think we're just going to first pick that. Matter Reshaper. Well, this is worth tickets, and I think it's a pretty good card. We don't have any colorless mana yet, though. Isn't Matter Reshaper worth stuff? Besides the fact that it's like actually just a good card almost all the time. No, I guess it's only worth 2 tickets, but it is a good card. We have 2 Cultivator drones. I'm going to take it. I hope the wheel... I don't think we're wheeling the settlement. I guess at some point we're going to have to pick up colorless mana. This has always been the sort of bane of the format for me. Whenever I'm looking for colorless mana, I can't find it. Whenever I'm not looking for colorless mana, there's a million of it. It really has been like... It's always felt like that. I'm taking another Devour in Flames. I'm not going to take a Vestige over a Devour in Flames. I think we'll just commit at this point that we are, in fact, red-blue. Which is fine. So we're going to take the Devour in Flames over Crawler and Vestige. And Pathfinder and all that good stuff. Okay, Zada's Commando versus Seer's Lantern. I like Zada's Commando. Colorless mana is currently, like I said, 2 Cultivator drones. Probably need the Seer's Lantern then. I think Zada's Commando is probably better most of the time, but if I don't end up with colorless, I'm going to be in bad shape. Alright, I can take the Unknown Shore now. I'm going to take it over... Well, thankfully I'm not contesting anything in this pack. Comparative Analysis. Eldrazi Aggressor, which I don't like anyway. Alright, we can take the Waste now. Pyromancer's Assault is usually a card that Blue-Red Surge wants. I just don't think it's a very good card. I really don't. I think Maw of Kozilek would be okay if we had more colorless mana, but with double Blinding Drone, Matter Reshaper, I think we're just going to take the Waste. There's also Entangler, which works well for Surge, but I don't know. I don't think we're going to be a Surge deck. Doesn't seem like we are. I think we're going to be more of a mid-range blue-red. We have all this ramp, so really we're looking for like colorless creatures. There's a Bushwhacker. Probably want the Pathfinder, though. We've got double Cultivator Drone, Seer's Lantern. It's just a nice place to... And we have the colorless mana now. Could take another Unknown Shores, but... Now that we have a Waste, I think we can find some ways to get to the top end, and Pathfinder actually does seem good in here. Thought Harvester is a nice pickup. I'm going to take it over the Cinder Hellion. We could end up with Rune Processor, and we're going to be pretty happy we have the Thought Harvester then. Sweep Away is a nice pickup for us. It's just a good removal spell. I like it more than Cinder Hellion here, since Cultivator Drone can't ramp into that. We're just going to be on the hunt for colorless creatures out of pack 3. Tabled? A Mobilizer Eldrazi. Alright. Kind of nice for us, since we're finally going to get a chance to try this card out. And we actually have the colorless to support it. So, let's see how good this card plays for us. Probably dumping the Expedite. Just super unlikely that's going to end up happening. Like I said, we're not going to be the Surge blue-red. We're going to be more of a value mid-range blue-red. Like, Negator's actually a fine card here. It's not a great card in general, but, you know, Float a Pathfinder. It's fine. It's fine, never amazing. Ancient Crab could be something we want if we need some more ground blockers. Alright, I'll take the Aggressor now. I don't want to play it, but it is devoid. We're going to let someone play Untamed Hunger if they so desire. So we're going to have enough cards for a deck. We have some colorless fixing. This deck's going to pan out. I think we just want a little bit more top end. Removal is okay. Blinding Drones are kind of removal. Reality Hemorrhage. Noyandar is good. I don't think we have fixing for it. I think Bane of Bala Ged is right up this deck's alley, though. God, there's also Touch of the Void, Nettle Drone, and Clutch of Currents, but Bane is going to be really, really good with Seer's Lantern and double Cultivator Drone. I think it's... Let's just cut the Aggressor now. I don't want to play it. It's just a strong card. I love Bane of Bala Ged. And I really like Nettle Drone, Touch of the Void, and Clutch of Currents, too. Man. I feel like all this ramp doesn't seem justified, though, unless we have some good top end like Bane. But it's tough to deny Clutch. It's really tough to deny Nettle Drone for this deck. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 colorless spells already. I mean, Nettle Drone seems pretty nuts. It is more of a beatdown card. I don't know if that's... That might just be the right pick, though, with all of this colorless. Bane is good, too. I think I go Nettle Drone. I like 7 drops, but the fact that I have 12, 12 colorless spells already? Like, Nettle Drone just seems nuts for us. Like, I'm hoping we can find a Rune Processor to... It's worse than a Bane of Bala Ged, but as long as... Like, it usually isn't too hard to find 1 7-drop Eldrazi. Tightening Coils is okay. I don't think I'm going to... Maybe I could splash an Angel of Renewal. I have an Unknown Shores. It's so much better than Tightening Coils for us. We don't have a lot of evasion. We have a Storm Chaser Mage. It's kind of cool interaction with the Mobilizer Eldrazi, since they almost assuredly will have toughness greater than their power at that point. I'd be surprised if they didn't. Splashing Angel of Renewal, how realistic is that? It seems a little bit unrealistic. We're already kind of 3-color, if you count colorless mana. You know, because we need it to play Reshaper. But I might just want the Tightening Coils. I mean, we have Sire, Negator, Thought Harvester, and Storm Chaser Mage. I think we're taking it. Oracle of Dust, I mean, it's good with Thought Harvester. A 3/5 body's not bad either. There's also a Vestige of Emrakul. Although I think I might like Oracle of Dust more for this deck. We don't have any other way to exile, though, do we? Guess we don't. I probably still want Oracle of Dust over Vestige. Coral Home Guide is fine. Culling Drone is another way to turn on Oracle of Dust, but other than that... Oh, wait. That's black. So it's probably just... Actually, Invoker is a great mana sink. I like that more than Predator most of the time. None of them are colorless. I do think Coral Helm Guide got better, but I think Invoker, especially with all this ramp, although... Guess you can't use it for Invoker, but I still think Invoker's probably better. Invoker's been pretty good for me this format. Anticipate's good. Yeah, I can play Anticipate and usually be pretty happy about it. It's better for Surge, which we don't have any of, but we'll take it. All right, Evolving Wild seems pretty good. It finds our wastes or another color. I think we're taking that since we already have a deck here. Otherwise, it'd be an Incubator Drone or a Wavewing Elemental, but Evolving Wilds is a nice pickup. Guess we can take a Slide Runner. I don't love it, but I guess it works with Evolving Wilds. Not even sure I'd play it. But I'm not going to play a Salvage Drone. Guess we'll take it. Cloud Mantis, another more evasion. Herald of Kozilek's definitely the pickup for us, though. It's a really nice pickup since we have it. Just makes like everything in our deck cheaper. So we're taking that and playing it for sure. Anticipate number 2, probably not necessary, but there's nothing else here we want. I guess I could hate something like a Griffin, which can be annoying. I'm just not going to play a second Anticipate. Rush of Ice is pretty good. I don't think we need it, but I'll take it. Well, I'm not going to play Shatter Skull Recruit. I guess we'll take the Moondiff from somebody. Coral Home Guide, sure. Probably like Guide more than Slide Runner for us since we're not like an aggro deck. So I didn't end up getting any Rune Processors. I don't think I regret the Nettle Drone over the Bane of Balaged, though. Even though we have the ramp elements, like we still have Mana Sinks in Valakut Invoker. We might actually be a 17 land deck, though. In fact, I think we're very likely a 17 land deck, even with Invoker. Our curve is actually just really low. Maybe I don't need the Seer's Lantern. Like, it jumps us from 3 to 5 at Scries. It gives us colorless. But we have Evolving Wilds, Unknown Shores, and Wastes. So we're good on colorless mana. I think I'm cutting this. Our curve is so low, I don't care about it. We can run all these 2-drops. Probably. Maybe we don't want the Ancient Crab. We're actually looking more beatdown than I expected now. Like, Ancient Crab is definitely worse for us than Herald of Kozilek in this deck. So then I just need one more cut, and we can call it a deck, I think. What's our removal? It's not a particularly good deck. I can start off by saying that. The only way that we have to feed Oracle of Dust is just the Thought Harvester, is that right? Yeah. All right, we're going to cut the Oracle of Dust, I think. Just mostly unnecessary as a 3/5 body in this deck. I'm not going to rate this deck super high. I only think it's okay. It's not horrible, but it's certainly not great. What's our evasion? We have Mage. I'm just looking at flyers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Not that many. This kind of counts as a creature. Our removal's only okay. Tightening Coils, Double Devouring Flames, Sweep Away, Reality Hemorrhage, Rush of Ice. I mean, we've got some. And I guess the Blinding Drones. So we can deal with stuff. Coral Home Guide's a good late game plan. Invoker's a great late game plan. Yeah, I'm still going to rate this deck at about D+. I don't think it's super exciting. I don't see nothing bomby. So it's about a 68% deck here. Pretty low on the totem pole. I think it's not super synergistic. The curve is actually the best part of it. I think the curve gives it the highest marks since it's just got a very low curve. But in terms of bomminess, not bomby at all. In terms of removal, Okay, so removal and curve are good. Synergy and creatures like bombs are very low. So 68% sounds appropriate. Let's sort by color. More blue than red. Thankfully, we're not color intensive. That's good news. So we can do as even a split as possible. I think we're just going to do 7/7, which comes out to 8/8 with the Evolving Wilds. Yeah, seems fine to me. 68% deck, nothing special. Not what I was expecting it to come out to, but I think we've got some late game plan. We can certainly beat down early, so okay. Here it is. Running it like this, we'll see you round 1.